Good day everyone, so hope you're all doing really well. Let's talk a bit about Skirk's animated short, The Star Odyssey. It's a very beautiful trailer. We've gotten beautiful shots of Skirk, her eyes, and more importantly, in the last 3 minutes and 22 seconds of me watching this, it just made me realize that we've gotten more lore than we've had in the past 2 years. So Skirk's animated short is power creeping the lore of Genshin Impact. So why not talk a bit about this whilst my Wuthering Waves client is busy updating? So one of the most surprising things to me is that, as Sertologi explains here in the background, a descender is someone that can reshape the fate of Teyvat, and one of the necessary conditions, it seems, is that you're able to get into Teyvat. In other words, you're able to cross through the border. We see here that Skirk is floating in space and that Teyvat seems to be hidden in space, unless of course you know where it is and you can open the border. And this is the first thing that kind of struck me. The wishing animation is here for Skirk, so if you want to get Skirk, hopefully you'll win your 50/50s, but at least now we know where the wishing animation comes from. We know what's beyond the firmament in the sky, and that is very surprising to me. We also know now exactly what it means to be a descender. We also know that there are beings outside of Teyvat. It also implies that the heavenly principles are AWOL, because Sertologi was just like, hey Skirk, I'm just gonna open it up, and by the way, you're a trespasser, you it's just like, what a weird way to address your pupil. But in any case, it makes me wonder where the heavenly principles are. It makes me wonder what exactly is the Abyss, because if Teyvat is a planet, then is the Abyss some kind of pocket dimension that is in a 4-dimensional sense attached to the planet of Teyvat? Is Celestia the heavenly body that's attached to Teyvat in the 4th dimension? I don't know. It hurts my brain. We don't know anything about that, but at least we now know something about this world Genshin Impact that we're playing in. And it was also interesting to see Skirk fight off against Dainsleif, and also, that everlasting feud between Dainsleif and the Sinners, and how Dainsleif's like, oh, I recognize your swordsmanship, you are Sertologi's like protege, which was very interesting. So from a lore perspective, this is really cool. We know that Skirk's been around since the Traveler has been in, as the Traveler met Paimon, or like after 2 months of Traveler and the Paimon being on the beach, we had Skirk in the lore. We know that she's been traveling throughout Teyvat, so it's interesting to see what her effect is going to be, and it also now makes sense why she conceals her abyssal power as part of being Cryo, which also kind of then makes me wonder about something else. How does she have abyssal power? Oh god, this shot in the background was just so good. Okay, getting back to where we were, it's just amazing to know that how does she get abyssal power, but she was outside of Teyvat. It kind of implies that the Abyss is some sort of force also outside of Teyvat. Again, I'm not a lore expert, I'm a dum-dum, so you can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but it just felt like finally things are moving, and I had to watch something outside, beyond the Genshin Impact. Kind of ironic, because Skirk comes from beyond Teyvat, to actually appreciate more of the lore. But in any case, that's what I've got for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching this little short video, and yeah, very excited for Skirk. Cheers!